Battle of the Brains, presented by Virginia 529, Central Virginia's high school academic quiz show. Today's match features Western Branch High School versus Fort Defiance High School.
Hello and good morning. Thanks so much for joining us for Battle of the Brains. We are celebrating our 20th season of producing Central Virginia's only high school academic quiz show. I'm Cheryl Miller. Our competition welcomes teams from schools all across the Commonwealth of Virginia. The academic athletes joining us today for round 2 are the Bruins of Western Branch High School, coached by Becky Hinton. Western Branch High School serves grades 9 through 12th graders as part of the Chesapeake Public School system. Enrollment is about 2,200 students. Also here today, the Indians of Fort Defiance High School, coached by Eric Walker. Fort Defiance High School is part of the Augusta County Public School system. There are about 800 students in 9th through 12th grades enrolled there. Students can also take college courses for dual credit through Blue Ridge Community College. Welcome to all of our students here for round 2. Good to have them here with us today. Our round 2 match consists of 3 toss-up rounds and a category round. Players who wish to answer will buzz in and wait for me to call on them and then give their answer. Any interruption of questions with an incorrect answer will result in a point deduction. There is no deduction for an incorrect answer to a completed question. All right, students, welcome. Let's get underway with the first toss-up round. Celebrating its 40th anniversary in 2022, what musical release by Michael Jackson is the best-selling non-compilation album of all time? Jack.
Thriller?
Thriller is correct. His first trip to Paris was to see his painting Last Moments on display at the Universal Exposition of 1900. Circus themes dotted his Rose period works, contrasting Kaylin.
Picasso?
That is correct, Pablo Picasso. Known as the Mount Everest of the East, name this site in the White Mountains of New Hampshire where the world's wind speed record was set in 1934 at 231 miles per hour. Jack.
Mount Washington?
Correct. Listen carefully to the following words: race car, kayak, and level. What word describes these types of words? Emmett.
Palindrome.
Correct. They spell the same forward and backwards. The Congress of the United States ordered the constitution of 6 heavy frigates in 1794. One of these, the USS Constitution, was given a permanent spot on the Navy's roster of active duty. Today, by what other name is this world's oldest commissioned warship known? Parker.
Old Ironsides?
That is correct. This princess's beauty rivaled that of Aphrodite, who allowed her son to marry the princess. Who is this Greek beauty made immortal by the gods and who is often associated with the Roman deity Cupid? Rachel.
Helen?
That is incorrect. Fort Defiance? Parker?
Eros?
That would be Psyche. Over 90% of its wildlife is found nowhere else on Earth. Name this island in the Indian Ocean that is the 4th largest in the world and was the title. Ryan.
Sri Lanka?
That is incorrect. I'll finish. Was the title for a popular series of animated Disney movies. Kaylin.
Madagascar?
That is correct. Features of this river include the Devon Gate and the Iron Gate on the Romanian-Serbian border. The confluence of the Brigic and Breg rivers in the Black Forest forms what waterway that flows through Budapest and Vienna? Parker.
The,
Okay, time is up. Western Branch, do you have an answer? And that would be the Danube River. It was first observed in 1911 in a piece of mercury cooled to about 4 kelvins, while ceramics that exhibit this property at over 100 kelvins were discovered in 1986. Name this property in which a substance displays no electrical resistance. Emmett.
Superconductivity.
That is correct. Every day during this month, Muslims spend the daylight hours in a complete fast. Name this month of the Islamic calendar. Ryan.
Ramadan?
Correct. All right, teams, watch the screen. Listen carefully. Here is a Virginia-based video question from a member of the Battle of the Brains Brainy Bunch, and you must wait until the question is completed before buzzing in.
What geological formation located in Rockbridge County, Virginia, comprises a 215-foot high natural arch with a span of 90 feet?
Rachel.
Natural Bridge?
That is correct. The French city of Avignon is located in southeastern France. From 1378 until 1417, it was the headquarters of what significant medieval institution? Parker.
The Pope?
We will accept that, yes, the papacy. Two double bonds and a linear shape characterize which atmospheric gas converted by plants to oxygen? Emmett. Carbon dioxide, or CO2, is correct. If an atom gives up an electron to another atom, the resulting molecule is said to have an ionic bond. What type of bond is formed by atoms that share electrons? Ryan.
Covalent.
Correct. And that buzzer means our first toss-up round is done. Good job by our team so far. A lot more questions to go, though. Up next, we'll introduce you to today's players, and then they'll take on the category round when Battle of the Brains continues.
Battle of the Brains is always available. Find full episodes on YouTube and follow on Battle of the Brains on social. Welcome back to Battle of the Brains.
And here are the scores following the first toss-up round here on Battle of the Brains. Our team from Western Branch with 20 points. Our team from Fort Defiance with 90 points. And we'll get back to our match just ahead. But first, we want to introduce you to today's players. First, let's meet our team from Western Branch High School. First up is Morgan Mowry, who is a junior. Morgan is involved in Model UN, debate, and 3 honor societies. Enjoys visiting flea markets, watching movies, and making collages. Next up is Rachel Steiner, who is a junior. Rachel can play several instruments. Her favorite, she says, though, is guitar. She enjoys biology and environmental science. Next up is our team captain, Andrew Kleisek, who is a junior. He is a history buff and plans to study law in college. In the meantime, he likes to compete in fencing and enjoys swimming and reading. And wrapping up our team is Ryan Durant, who is a junior who enjoys playing various instruments and learning music theory, as well as reading and doing math. That is our team from Western Branch High School. Now let's meet our team from Fort Defiance High School. First up is Parker Brown. Parker is a junior who enjoys history, strategy games, and music, and hobbies include fishing, reading, and skiing. Also a musician, plays the guitar and the trumpet. Next up is our team captain, Kaylin Murphy, who is a senior. Kaylin's hobbies include crochet and playing tennis, and will be attending the University of Virginia. Congratulations. Next up is Emmett Souter, who is a senior who enjoys is applying to college in systems and industrial engineering, hoping to work in technical consulting, nonprofits, public policy, and college-level teaching at some point. And wrapping up our team is Jack Liskey, who is a senior, enjoys baseball, basketball, poker, and hanging out with his friends, and would like to major in commerce when he gets to college. That's our team from Fort Defiance High School. And now it's time for our category round, where each team will select one 10-question category from today's choices. If a team gets all of its questions correct in the allotted time, they'll receive a 20-point bonus. All right, teams, take a look here at today's categories from which you may choose. They are scary movies, African geography, and M&M. And we do note that in this round, only the captains can officially answer for the team, though they may confer with their teammates to try to come up with the correct answer. By the rules of Battle of the Brains, the high-score team gets first choice of category. That is our team from Fort Defiance. So, Kaylin, quickly talk it over with your teammates. Let me know what category you'd like to play.
We'll take M&M, please.
All right, given the number of letters and the definition, identify these following words, each of which begins and ends with the letter M. The first is 10 letters, belief in one God.
Monotheism.
Monotheism.
Correct. 9 letters, element with symbol Mg.
Magnesium.
Correct. 6 letters, one who holds seances.
Medium.
Correct. 9 letters, ostentatious tomb.
Mausoleum.
Correct. 8 letters, initials sewn on a shirt.
Monogram.
Correct. 8 letters, kind of edible fungus.
Mushroom.
Correct. 12 letters, economic theory common in colonial Europe.
Mercantilism.
Correct. 8 letters, mass times velocity.
Momentum.
Correct. 7 letters, a small or limited quantity.
Minimum.
Correct, or modicum. 6 letters, building housing artifacts. A building housing artifacts.
Museum.
And that is correct. And a sweep of the category, a 20-point bonus for our team from Fort Defiance. Good job on that category. All right, Western Branch, scary movies or African geography. Andrew, quickly talk it over with your team.
Scary movies.
Scary movies. From the clue, identify the following scary movies. The first is an infant creature born on a spaceship proceeds to pick off crew members.
Alien.
Correct. 3 young filmmakers enter the woods of Burkittsville, Maryland.
Blair Witch Project.
Correct. Telekinetic powers allow this shy teenage girl to take revenge on mean classmates at the prom.
Carrie.
Correct. Innocent girl is possessed with a demon. Pea soup scene is a classic.
The Exorcist.
Correct. 7 people take refuge in a farmhouse from zombies.
Walking Dead.
That would be The Night of the Living Dead. Leading to 6 sequels, it starred burn victim child killer Freddy Krueger.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Correct. A woman arrived at the Bates Motel, famous shower scene.
Psycho.
Correct. Original took place at Camp Crystal Lake.
Pass.
Friday the 13th. An 8-year-old sees dead people.
Sixth Sense.
Correct. And finally, the winter caretaker for a Colorado hotel goes crazy.
The Shining.
That is correct. Good job. You know your scary movies. Our teams both did well in the category roundup. Next, another toss-up round when we come back with more Battle of the Brains.
Miss a week of Battle of the Brains? Or want to catch up on a full season of gameplay? Find full matches on our YouTube channel. Welcome back to Battle of the Brains.
Here are the scores following the category round here on Battle of the Brains. Our team from Western Branch High School with 60 points. Our team from Fort Defiance High School with 160 points. And now it's back to Battle of the Brains and another toss-up round. Just a quick reminder before we get underway for our teams. You will lose points if you interrupt a question with an incorrect answer. The other team will then have a chance to answer. There is no conferring in the toss-up rounds. All right, here we go. There is a minuscule chance of a person becoming a Super Bowl MVP. Spell minuscule. Kaylin.
M-I-N-I-S-C-U-L-E.
That is incorrect. Western Branch. It is M-I-N-U-S-C-U-L-E, minuscule. Founded in 1903, what American labor union counts among its former president, Jimmy Hoffa, who disappeared in 1975? Kaylin.
The Teamsters.
Correct. The International Brotherhood of Teamsters. What is the term for any mathematical operation where A plus B equals B plus A? Rachel.
Commutative.
That is correct. Founded by Sundiata Keita, what trading empire flourished in West Africa from the 13th to the 16th century? Morgan.
Songhai.
That is incorrect. Fort Defiance. Jack.
Ollie.
Mali Empire is correct. It is derived from the Greek word baros, meaning weight. What one-word term designates the branch of medicine concerned with obesity? Andrew.
Virology.
Good guess, but no. Fort Defiance? That would be bariatrics. This Spanish-American War was ended by the Treaty of Paris in 1898. By the terms of this treaty, the United States acquired indefinite colonial authority over the Philippines, Puerto Rico, and what other possession? Ryan.
Guam.
That Guam is correct. All right, teams, watch the screen. Listen carefully. Here is another Virginia-based video question from a member of the Battle of the Brains Brainy Bunch. Again, a reminder, you must wait until the question is completed before buzzing in.
Mountain Lake in Giles County was the setting for this 1987 film featuring Patrick Swayze and Jennifer Grey.
Kaylin.
Dirty Dancing.
Dirty Dancing is correct. Called Project Dribble, it was the first time the United States had exploded an atomic bomb east of the Mississippi River. This detonation took place in the Tatum Salt Dome, 20 miles west of Hattiesburg in what state? Parker.
Nevada.
That is incorrect. Western Branch. Ryan.
New Mexico.
It was the state of Mississippi. What U.S. president's terms were referred to as the era of the common man? Emmett.
Jackson.
Andrew Jackson is correct. This state capital has been a seat of government since its founding in the early 1600s. What is this relatively small city in northern New Mexico? Kaylin.
Santa Fe.
Correct. You may need your pencil and paper for this one. How many prime numbers are there between 1 and 20? There are 8, 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, and 19. Sometimes called a halfling, 3.5 feet tall with pointed ears and furry feet, Frodo Baggins was one of these characters. We're going to throw that question out. We had a technical difficulty there. On what largest island in the Mediterranean would you find Mount Etna and the cities of Messina and Palermo? Parker.
Sicily.
That is correct. His last work was 1881's The Formation of Vegetable Mold Through the Action of Worms. In 1839, he published the popular The Voyage of the Beagle. Kaylin.
Darwin.
Charles Darwin is correct. In his work, The Social Contract, this Swiss-born 18th century philosopher, Emmett.
Rousseau.
Jean-Jacques Rousseau is correct. That buzzer means one more toss-up round just ahead, and we'll double the point value for correct answers. Stay tuned to see which of our teams will go on to round 3 here on Battle of the Brains. We'll be right back.
Love Battle of the Brains and ready for your high school team to play next season? Get in touch. Visit battleofthebrains.net to learn more. Welcome back to Battle of the Brains.
Here are the scores as we head into this final round here on Battle of the Brains. Our team from Western Branch High School with 80 points. Our team from Fort Defiance High School with 240 points. But for this final toss-up round, the point score for a correct answer is now doubled, but so is the penalty for an incorrect answer given before I've finished reading the question. There is no deduction for an incorrect answer to a completed question. Little strategy going on here. Good luck, teams. This is our final toss-up round. This man compiled a remarkable record that stood until 1961, pitching 29 consecutive scoreless innings in the World Series. Who accomplished this record while playing for the Boston Red Sox? Jack.
Cy Young.
That is incorrect. Western Branch. Rachel?
Babe Ruth.
That is correct.
Oh,
Operation Desert Storm was a 1991 military campaign sponsored by the United Nations and led by the United States that drove the forces of Iraq out of what small Middle Eastern nation? Parker.
Kuwait.
Correct. Worldly life is suffering. Suffering is caused by desire. Suffering can be eliminated by eliminating desire, and the means of eliminating desire is the Eightfold Path. This is the gist of what fundamental quartet? Jack.
Buddhism.
That is incorrect. I'll finish for Western Branch. This is the gist of what fundamental quartet at the heart of Buddhist philosophy? Ryan.
Four Noble Truths.
That is correct. In 1985, this woman published The Temple of My Familiar, a sequel to her Pulitzer-winning 1982 novel about Seeley. Name this author of The Color Purple. Kaylin.
Morrison.
Repeat for me.
Toni Morrison.
That is incorrect. Western Branch. Andrew.
Walker.
Alice Walker is correct.
Why did I think?
It was first used by the Celts as decoration, but Archimedes formalized our understanding of it with his formula R equals A times theta, where R is the length of the radius, A is the constant, and theta is the amount of rotation. Name it. Kaylin.
Spiral.
Spiral is correct. At the buzzer. Translate this phrase to its well-known aphorism. Individuals who make their abode in vitreous edifices would be advised to refrain from catapulting petrous projectiles. Emmett.
People who live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones.
That is correct. Who was the philosopher and mathematician who developed the well-known theorem involving right triangles A squared? Rachel.
Pythagoras.
Correct. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. In music, what is the term for the process of changing from one key to another during the course of a song? Rachel.
Key change.
That is incorrect. For Defiance? Emmett.
Is that transposing?
It's actually modulation. The carbon atoms of ethylene and formaldehyde, boron and boron trihydride, all of these atoms have 3 electron pairs, each in their shells, and thus have what form of hybrid orbitals? Formed from 3 atomic orbitals. Emmett.
sp2 hybridization.
That is correct. Name the fictional country where literary character Lemuel Gulliver was captured by its 6-inch tall citizens. Kaylin.
Lilliput.
Lilliput is correct. He was the first person to get college varsity letters in 4 sports in 1 year while attending UCLA. Jack.
Jackie Robinson.
That is correct. In 1950, his first book, The Town and the City, was published. His next novel describes Sal Paradise's road trip with Dean Moriarty. Emmett.
Jack Kerouac. Kerouac. C-E-R-O.
We will accept Jack Kerouac, yes, who wrote the novel On the Road.
Love that book.
Which fictional professor was the nemesis of literary's Sherlock Holmes? Andrew.
Professor Moriarty.
Correct.
Really easy.
Katie Westbrook wrote about those of Miss Moneypenny. Helen Fielding wrote about one of Bridget Jones. Name this kind of personal journal. Rachel.
Diary.
Correct. And that buzzer is the end of our game. While our judges double check the final score, here's how to stay connected with us here at Battle of the Brains.
Stay up to date on Battle of the Brains. Follow along as your favorite teams advance this season. Visit battleofthebrains.net to learn more and follow the show on social at Battle of the Brains. As we continue round 2 of this 20th anniversary season of Battle of the Brains, join us next week as we welcome Cave Spring High School versus Midlothian High School.
And now here's the final score for today's match, determining which of our teams will continue on to round 3 in this season's competition. Take a look. Our team from Western Branch ends the match with 200 points. Great job today by Morgan, Rachel, Andrew, and Ryan. I can't read my own handwriting. All right, and our winners today with a final score of 360 points, our team from Fort Defiance High School. Great job today by Jack, Emmett, Kaylin, and Parker, and we will see you all in the next round. I'm Cheryl Miller. Thank you so much for watching and playing along on Battle of the Brains, and we'll see you back here next week. Great match, teams.
Game over. Thank you for watching Battle of the Brains, presented by Virginia 529. Goodbye.